Sounds kind of crazy. How does a football uniform become the most valuable player of the game? How does it just take over the entire conversation? Well, that's exactly what we're going to dive into.
Okay, so picture this. It's December 26th, 2025. We're at the Rate Bowl. You've got New Mexico playing Minnesota. Standard stuff, right? But the moment the teams ran onto that field, the internet just went nuts. And believe me, it had nothing to do with the actual game.
So what was everyone freaking out about? It was the New Mexico Lobos jerseys. And I'm not talking about a few nice comments. No. This was a full-on viral moment. People were going wild for these things. It basically turned a regular bowl game into, well, a fashion event.
So what was all the fuss about? Seriously, what made this uniform so special? Was it just a cool new design, or was there something more to it?
Well, turns out this was anything but random. This was actually the finale of a whole campaign the school ran called United in Turquoise. And that name alone tells you this wasn't just about looking good. It was a statement. Just to give you some context, the Lobos' usual colors are cherry and silver. A pretty classic combo. But for this game, they went all out. Head to toe, bright, bold turquoise. You literally could not miss them. It was a huge change. But why turquoise, right? What's the story there? This is where it gets really interesting, because the answer has nothing to do with what's trendy. It's all about history. To get it, we've got to go back in time a bit, because this choice wasn't made overnight. It was a huge nod to the school's own history and, even more importantly, to the state of New Mexico itself. Get this, turquoise was actually one of the school's official colors way back in the 70s. Then they dropped it in 1980, but it kept trying to make a comeback, first as an alternate jersey in 2013, then again in 2022. So seeing it at this huge bowl game wasn't just some new idea. It was them finally fully embracing a color that's been part of their story for decades. And the school put out this statement that really just nails it. They said it was for the past we honor, for the state we live in, for New Mexico. I mean, wow, that tells you everything, right? This was way bigger than just football. And they doubled down on it, too. They flat out said that you just can't overstate how important turquoise is to the state of New Mexico. So that's the key right there. They didn't just pick a cool color. They picked a color that meant something deep to their community and wore it with pride for the whole country to see. Okay, so it's a fantastic story, right? It's got history, it's got meaning, but let's be real. Did it actually work? In today's world, with a million things competing for our attention, did anyone even notice the story behind the jersey? Oh yeah, the answer was a huge, resounding yes. It was an absolute home run. The United in Turquoise thing wasn't just a hit with their own fans. It became a national story that everyone in college football was talking about. I mean, Fox News even called them a massive hit, not once, but twice. First when they were announced, and then again when everyone saw them at the actual game. The hype was real, and it lasted. It was all over social media, all over the sports shows. You couldn't escape it. So what happens when a uniform tells a story? What's the big takeaway here?
It proves that in sports, sometimes the biggest wins happen before the game even starts. The whole thing just shows that when you connect with people on a deeper level, when you tap into that sense of history and pride, that's how you win. New Mexico figured that out. They won over the entire country before a single point was ever